Hey everybody, Joy here. Joy with no coffee today. Today is Monday, April 6, 2020. And no coffee, no water because I'm getting ready to show you what the winners are going to get. Yes, there are winners. Yes, I told the winners who they were yesterday. If you leave a comment under one of my giveaway videos, I will always go back to your comment and tell you that you won if you're a winner, okay? So, I'm getting ready to show you who the two winners are, although I think I left the paper in the other room. Oh my, stay with me. All right, are you ready to see who won? One of you have contacted me and I gave you my email. The other one I have not heard from yet. But here are the two winners who won my fabric and earrings to go with. We must interrupt this newscast to bring you an important alert, update, newsflash. I know I'm getting crazier every day. Oh my goodness, I just found out that the same person has won my giveaways for the third time in a row. I intended to put a note in my last video that if you've already won before, please don't sign up for this one. Anyway, the lady whose name came up was very, very nice and even told me she'd won 3 times. And I said, oh my gosh, if you don't mind, would you mind if I pick another winner? And she said, no problem. So, let me show you the correct winners in this chopped up, corrected video. Okay, here we go. The first winner has not changed, Stephanie Graham's woven fabric and earrings. And the second winner is now Jacqueline W. Jacqueline W. Knit stripes and earrings. Okay, so these are the two winners. I'll put the names below. Remember, whatever I said in the rest of the video, somewhere I tell you to just comment below, and then I will comment back and leave you an email address to contact me with your address. All right? End of alert. Who knew that no bead in the whole wide world matches this fabric? You know, I have a whole bunch of brown beads, tan beads, beige beads, cream beads. None of them match this. The only ones that match it are actually a gray. Isn't that strange? And I'm telling you, this is just as brown as it can be to me, really a taupe, but only the gray beads match it. So you want to see the earrings? Let me do a visual for you. Give me a second to put it on. Here is the knit stripe. That is some color between gray and brown. And I thought, well, I don't know if this lady likes big earrings or she likes little earrings. And so I made 2 different ones. I've got them on. You can tell my ears are different. Okay? So that's one set that I made. And that's, it'll probably show up black or something. This is the other set that I made. Okay? I'm going to send them both. And that way she can decide which ones she likes to wear. All right? Isn't this pretty fabric? I think it's just gorgeous. Want to see the earrings closer? Close up. You know I don't like to be close up to the camera. Okay. Let's show the other one and the earrings I made for it. And here's the woven one. The woven. There's 2 different for it too. I'm sending 2. Let me see. One's a little longer, one's a little shorter. I'm standing on the trampoline trying not to kill myself. See, look at the fabric. Get the fabric up there, Joy. Alright, there's one. The other one, it's a little longer. You know, when I turn my head, I can't tell what on earth the camera can see. So, and I don't know what the ladies are like who won. You know, I don't know if they like great big giant earrings or if they like little tiny dainty earrings. And I can't make up my mind what I like best, so I'm just going to send them both. Congratulations. This is an insert, Bert. I was editing and I saw this sitting here and then I remembered I was going to show this to you. I have shown you all how I fold my fabric. First I wash my fabric, then sometimes I iron it if it needs ironing. Then I fold it and then I wrap it around those foam core boards. I want to show you how they come. I will put a link below to these. These are the cheapest ones I have found lately. They came really, really nice. Sometimes when you get these, the corners are all crushed on them and they are not packed very well. These are packed extra good to protect the corners. So I'm going to show you how they come. Remember I told you they are 20 inches by 30 inches. I cut them in half this way and in half the other way, and I end up with 4 10 by 15 boards to wrap my fabric on. Okay, so I'm going to show them to you. I think you can see here. I have earrings all over the place. I'll try not to smash them and ruin them before I even send them to you guys. All right, let's open this. I ran out again. I use a lot of these. This is really a nice way to keep your fabric nice. So, and yes, sometimes, but rarely, Walmart has these. They have a really cheap kind. They're always dented and they've always got bruises on them. The corners are always messed up. But for this, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay? Let me see if there's a name. It says sold as set, Excelsius Design, 100% satisfaction guarantee. I got these on Amazon, and I will put a link below. All right. Look at this. Look at this. The corners are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And I'll show you how I cut it. You want to see how I cut it? Because it took me a while to figure out the best way to cut it, but I have a really good way to cut it. This is a full board. This is how they come. 15. Most people, this will be enough to wrap all the fabric you'll ever have in your whole entire life, if you're not like me. One lady said, "You're a fabric hoarder." I'm really not a fabric hoarder. I just am able to buy however much fabric I ever want, and I like to have kind of my own little fabric store here, because for me to go buy fabric, it's an hour drive from here. And when I get in the mood to make a certain thing, I just can walk in here and just like play like I'm in a store and find a piece of fabric that I like. And before I'm dead and gone to heaven, I will be giving away all the extra fabric that I don't use. I'll be giving away sewing machines, fabric, notions, jewelry supplies, and I will be very, very thrilled that I have the ability to do that, because I know when I was young, and I certainly wasn't in the shape I'm in now financially. I mean, my little girl and I lived on Campbell's soup for a long time. So, anyway, let me show you how I cut it, because it really is important how you cut it, because if you don't cut it right, it'll pop and it'll crack and it'll tear funny, and so you have to really cut it a certain way to get it a really good slice on it and get it all the way through. Let me set it up in there on my cutting table and I'll be right back. Here's the whole board. Brand new, sparkling clean, and very, very square corners. It's lovely. Okay, so you find a place where you can measure. We're going to measure over 15. And we're going to cut it from here to here at the 15 line. So I'm going to start at 10, because then you can see what I'm doing. And so 10 plus 15 would be 25. Then you have to have a ruler that goes all the way across. It needs to come further towards you and farther past it. You don't want it to be just edge to edge. Okay? So I'm going to line this up on the 25 line, but it's really 15 inches, okay? I'm starting at 10. Don't say, well, is it 15 or is it 25? What the heck is it? You're cutting the board in half. You're cutting the board in half and in half. So half of 30 is 15. Now, this is what you have to have. They sell these at Walmart. It is an X-Acto knife. Very sharp, and it's great for this job. And what I do is I just cut a piece of this board right here. Sometimes I only need it, when I'm at my other house, I only needed 14 inches instead of 15, so it leaves me a little left over, and it makes a great cover for the X-Acto knife. Okay? Can you see? I think you can. So we're going to hold it down really, really good. And we're going to go in. Now, I haven't used this particular brand before. Yes, I have. This is the brand I got last time. Oh, it just cuts beautiful. Look at that. Right through. The first boards that I bought, I tried everything but a chainsaw to cut through them. The ones from Walmart do not cut this easy. The expensive ones, the high quality ones, do not cut this easy. These cut beautiful. I just love them. Okay, so now I have a 15 by 20. I'm going to cut it in half again. This time I'm cutting it at 10 inches, so I'm going to line it up on 20 and I'm going to cut it on the 30 line. And I'm probably mixing you up, but really it does make sense. I'm only doing that because you wouldn't be able to see it if I shoved it down to the 0. Okay, so this is 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure. And we're going to cut it this way. Yeah. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Let's do it again. This is really nice stuff. And I mean, if you don't have as much fabric as I do, buy this nice board. This many sheets will last you probably for the rest of your life. You know, and you can make posters out of it. You can make signs and posters, and you could like make a tent out of cardboard or something. Look at that. It's just, oh. I'm telling you, the first boards that I bought were so hard to cut that I had my friend Terry come over here, because she's got shoulders out to here and she's strong as can be. And I had her come over here because I couldn't cut them. They were so hard to cut through. So there we are. I've got 4 boards. There were 15 total. Now I have 4 times 15. So when you consider that, I think I paid $1.50 a board for them. So this would be 75 cents for 2, and half of 75 cents is, what's that, 35? I think so. 35 and 35, 70, so what, 37 cents a piece. Not bad. Not bad. And I love them. End of insert. There. What do you think? These are mine. Yes, and you can't tell the blouse I'm wearing. It's one of my many, what are they called? Style Arc Kim swing top. Kim swing top. It has, you can't see, but it's got the point down here. My favorite pattern, I think, in my whole sewing room. I love this pattern. I just love it. I'll see if I can back up and show you the whole thing. Hold on a second. Can you see now? I look like a little tiny ant in the monitor. I think you can see the here. So it's got a point in the front and a point in the back. I guess I could stand up on the desk, huh? What's in these cupboards? Quilting fabric. Oh yes. Fat quarters. Oh yes. I don't know what's over here. Magazines and felt, and I used to have dolls. And I decided I didn't want my dolls in here anymore, but I could not give them away. The Shirley Temples from when I was a kid, and the other dolls I bought many years ago, and they're just so blasted cute. So I decided I'd just put them in the cupboard since I had to have their home over there for my fabric. All right, this giveaway is over. I'm going to go back in my sewing room and work on something. I finished the Christmas quilt. I did. I finished it, but it looks so horrible. I don't even want to show it to anybody right now. It's got chalk marks all over it. It's got all those areas where the white shows through because the dye popped off of the fabric. Super disappointed in that fabric. Very disappointed. But I'll be back soon. You know, I always come back eventually. And congratulations to the two ladies who won the fabric. As soon as I get your addresses, and tell me, you guys have seen the earrings I made. If you hate them, just say, don't send those ugly earrings, and I'll just wear them myself. Okay, I was over there messing with those earrings, and I saw this. I have to show you this cute thing. Years and years and years ago, when our family used to be a regular family, and we used to all love each other, and we got together all the time. I had a big house then, and everybody lived in the same town, and we got together all the time. My parents were always at my house, my sisters, my brother, the spouses, the kids, everybody. It was such a wonderful time. I don't know what the heck happened since then, but it's just a mess now. But back in those days, my sister is really, really talented, my little sister, with art, with painting pictures and drawing pictures, you know, either with watercolors or pencils, black and white. But she was working with this friend of hers one time in the mall, and they would make these little things up. Her friend made the little figurines, and then Judy, my sister, would write on them, paint on them. I mean, this is just freehand. Dip it in ink, use a paintbrush, and paint this on here. And I'm going to show you. My sister did this for me, and it's one of my favorite things. What did they call themselves back then? Deborah Hanson, that was her name. Comical Sculptures. Deborah Hanson Comical Sculptures. But my sister worked with her. So I said, this is what I want mine to say. See how cute. She said, what do you want it to say? And I told her, and she painted that on there with the tiniest brush. No straight lines, no anything. So that is a memory of the olden days, when we had a nice, close family. You want to see my mom and dad when they got married? I'm here at my desk, you guys, and all these pictures are here. So I have to show you. I have to show you. This is my mother and my father the day that they got married. Let me show that to you. So, who do I look the most like? My mom or my dad? My mother grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, and my daddy grew up in Youngstown, Ohio. And Daddy was in Massachusetts going to a Nazarene college or something. I think they met at a Howard Johnson's. They used to call them Hojos. And I think Mother's girlfriend went to the Howard Johnson's with my mom to meet her boyfriend. And her boyfriend had brought my dad. So my mom's girlfriend brought her, and the other guy brought a friend, and so that's how my mom and dad met, at a Howard Johnson's in Massachusetts. I know y'all wanted to know that story. I'll let you go for now. You guys have a wonderful week, and I'll be back. I don't know when, but you know I always come back. And bye for now.